Henry was 42, a self-taught graphic designer. He had spent years watching YouTube tutorials, practicing late at night after work, and creating detailed environment designs for animation projects. He didn't have a degree, but his portfolio, his body of work, spoke for itself. One day, he decided to apply for a position at a well-known animation studio. It was his dream opportunity. Henry sat across from 3 interviewers in a quiet room filled with design posters and glowing screens. One of them flipped through his portfolio and said, "These are incredible. You've got real talent." Henry smiled shyly. "Thank you. I learned everything by myself online." They nodded, impressed. But then one of them asked, "Henry, could you explain how you managed the value hierarchy and visual weight in this composition?" Henry hesitated. "I'm not sure what that means." Another interviewer tried. "Okay, how did you plan your set dressing and maintain world cohesion?" Henry looked down. "I'm sorry, I haven't heard those terms before." The room went quiet for a moment. Then the senior interviewer leaned forward kindly and said, "Henry, your work is great. You clearly have the skill. But in a company, it's not just about what you can create. It's about how you explain it. You need to know the terms designers use so that you can communicate your ideas clearly. Think of it this way: your talent can open the door, but communication is what keeps you inside." He slid a brochure across the table. "This is a 1-year course in visual communication. You already have creativity. Now you just need the language for it. Once you finish this, we'd love to have you back." Henry smiled weakly, thanked them, and walked out. He wasn't rejected. He was redirected. A few weeks later, Henry joined the diploma course. On the first day, as he entered the classroom, he noticed everyone was much younger. Some students were barely in their 20s. When he walked in, the room fell silent for a moment. Whispers, curious looks. Henry sat quietly in the last row, feeling out of place. His mind started racing. Are they laughing at me? My clothes? My age? He kept his head down. After class, as he packed his bag, a student approached him. "Sir," the boy said with a smile, "we've been talking about you since orientation day. We really look up to you. You made us realize that it's never too late to learn. Whenever I feel lazy, I think of you, and I get back to work." Henry froze for a second. He felt tears rise in his eyes. All this time, he thought they were laughing at him, but they were admiring him. Sometimes people aren't judging you. They're just inspired by your courage. Over the next months, Henry studied everything: design structure, narrative anchors, levels of detail, world cohesion, color psychology, and team communication. He wasn't the fastest learner, but he was the most consistent one. Every night, while others scrolled their phones, he revised his notes. He finally understood the terms that once confused him, and more importantly, he learned how to talk design, not just do design. By the end of the year, he wasn't just skilled. He was confident. When graduation day came, he clicked photos with his classmates, smiling wide. For the first time in years, he didn't feel like an outsider. He felt like he belonged. Months later, Henry joined that same animation studio, the same building where he once sat nervously for an interview. As he walked in, 2 young designers looked at him and whispered something. Henry noticed it and smiled. Instead of avoiding their gaze, he waved at them. They waved back warmly. This time, Henry didn't feel insecure. He felt proud. There's nothing to be ashamed of in starting late or starting over. Every expert you see, once stood exactly where you are, unsure, learning, and trying again. Real professionals never stop learning because growth doesn't have an age. Whether you learn from school or from life, what truly matters is the willingness to keep improving. If Henry's story inspired you, take a second to like the video and subscribe. Because somewhere, someone like you might just need to hear this today.